All right, Leon here, stripped down street rods. We've come to the point to bleed the brakes here. There's a couple ways to do this. I'm gonna kind of show you the caveman way. It will require 2 people, so just get a lovely assistant or someone who can push on a brake pedal. You do have to locate and navigate to your brake reservoir. So obviously this is your booster. On the Corvette for the C5, C6, and C7, reservoir will be right here. Now, if you're gonna do a complete flush, like if you're gonna actually remove the fluid and flush it out, you're gonna wanna extract or empty out this reservoir as much as you can. You can get a fluid extractor or even a pump, but you wanna get this emptied and then fill it, of course, with your new fluid. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna pump and flush this through the system, through the lines, until the new fluid comes out of the caliper. That's how you can flush out the system. But in this case, since I took out the transmission to get it fixed, I had to disassemble the rear cradle and assembly, disconnect the brakes, so we're just gonna do a bleed. So a couple things you're gonna need. You'll need a 10mm wrench. Now on the Corvette C5, C6, and C7, there are 2 nipples for one on each side to release air pressure or air in the fluid. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pump on the pedal and open this up to release the air and fluid. And before you release the pedal, you're gonna close this back down and then release the pedal. And so what that happens when you release the pedal, the pedal's gonna come up and that's gonna pull the fluid from the reservoir. And that's very important. If you release the pedal with this open, with the nipple open, you're gonna just pull the air back up into the line. So our reservoir is full. What you wanna do on all cars, and especially this Corvette, so C5, C6, and C7, you're gonna wanna start the furthest away from the pump. Typically that's gonna be your right rear caliper. I have a 1/4 inch fuel line here. I'm just gonna put it over the nipple connection, because as the fluid comes out, I'm just gonna bend this down and release it into my bin, my waste bin. You could put a water bottle, empty water bottle on the end of this to kind of catch the fluid. It's just more of less of a mess. All right, so go ahead and pump. It's gonna be pretty loose because there's no fluid in the line. All right, go ahead and hold it down. I'm gonna open this up. Okay, go ahead and release. Pump again. Now the fluid that's coming out now, it was just kind of left over in the caliper. And as we go here, the further we go here, the pedal will start to stiffen up. Okay, hold it down. I'm gonna close this back up. Okay, go ahead and release and pump. Depending on the length of the line, depending on if it's completely empty, you'll have to do this several times. But it's important as you go around each caliper to check the fluid level in the reservoir. You have to have fluid in the reservoir, otherwise you're gonna just be pumping air back into the system. All right, go ahead and hold it down. Okay, go ahead. You want to try and keep a clean surface from the fluid itself. It's not that it can right away, but eventually it will. It can remove paint. So if your calipers are painted and you leave this unresolved or dirty, it can remove the paint. All right, so we're gonna do the inside now. So as you go along, the pedal's gonna get stiffer and stiffer, and ultimately when we're done with every caliper, it's going to be really hard to pump on that brake pedal. So the other methods that you can do to bleed brakes, you can get a pump to kind of suck it out, or you actually get an electric type extraction pump. It'll clip onto your nipple and you'll just kind of vacuum line and pull the fluid through. Those work really good. You just got to be careful and make sure that your reservoir is full of fluid, brake fluid. And another tip, when you are pumping the brake pedal, make sure the cap is on the reservoir, otherwise it's going to be squirting out. And you want to make sure that you're not mixing like dot3 and dot4. If you are going to do an upgraded dot4, then make sure you're flushing it all the way through. Okay, so the brake pedal feels really tight. You'll do each caliper as you go if you're going to do the whole system. For this particular project, I was doing just the back half. Check out, if you want to see the build on this custom tube chassis off a 63 Corvette, check out my channel, check out the build series for my playlist. And stay cool. Thanks, guys.